The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and if you're wondering, yes, it's I, Sparks the Virus, baby. We're back yet again with another edition of your favorite program, favorite TV show, favorite entertainment stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is Loud and Proud, baby. If you're just tuning in, we're just starting, we're just coming in, we're just stepping into the studios to have we're taking you for the next 1 hour. We'll be bringing you entertainment in a very different way. We're not jumping up and down, singing, shouting, or showing you a film or movie. We are bringing the people who matter, the stakeholders who make this entertainment thing go round, around the beautiful nation of Khmer, green, red, yellow, all the way. And they are here, in one way or the other, but they represent themselves and their art, their works, and everything, and they're here to talk to you. When I say they, I mean those who are bringing every time we come here, every Sunday evening. Today we got a special guy. We got a prolific guy, a dude in the house. This is my man. I know him from way back. But today he'll be talking to you, relating with y'all in a very, very special way. So you don't go nowhere. Just sit back, relax, and I'ma make this a beautiful ride for y'all. We gonna make this a beautiful ride for y'all. Yep, Loud and Proud in a minute, man. Let's go.
Grab your seatbelts. The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like I said, man, we're about to get all loud and proud. So you guys should sit back, relax. Man, this relationship is going to be a mutual one, mutual love story. Because I got my man in the house, big boy, prolific guy. He is so talented. He's been confused with what he's going to really be doing lately. He does so many things in one. I'm talking about my man, Beanie Ray, Achille Brice. Achille Brice is the only thing I've not seen him do is, act. Like an actor. But the rest he does when it comes to showbiz. Directing, producing, editing, singing, music, and in fact, we're going to talk about all that today. But let me welcome my man Achille in the house. My brother, man.
Yo, bro.
Achilles.
Yeah, man.
That's how I like to call him.
Yeah, for real.
What's good, bro?
Everything is good, We're keeping it real, keeping it down tempo. Everything is good.
Yeah, that's always you, keeping it down tempo.
Yeah, for real.
You really need to be on this show. Thank you for honoring this request for you to come
for
here.
My man, I'll do. For my guy,
Oh, thanks, man.
Anytime,
thanks.
anytime.
This is good.
Yeah.
People have been watching your stuff. People have had so much of you, and I believe they don't know who you are. They see that name several times, Achille Brice, Achille Brice, appearing on so many products. But trust me, they don't know who Achille Brice is.
Well, Achille Brice is just as simple as...
Yeah, you have the flow, man.
It's just as simple as I am a filmmaker.
Okay.
I'll put that in a nutshell, like I'm a filmmaker. To break it down now, people will say, like, what do you do in film,
Okay.
I am best specialized in post-production, which is I am an editor by profession, if I should say that. And of course, I like involving myself sometime in directing projects. And of course, I like producing my own gigs, or if somebody comes out with something and then we find that it's kind of like going towards a positive direction, the right way we want to state our names on it. So,
that's good.
So basically, I'm a visual artist.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Visual artist. Yeah, that's who Beanie Ray is. He didn't keep anything out. In fact, there's so much in store that if I have to release it out here, this show will need probably 3 or 4 hours.
We'll take it slow.
Let's take it slow. No, we're not taking it slow. Man, it has to be fast. So that we're feeding everything.
Yeah.
But so like I said, it's going to be fast, and we are diving straight into something already, so that you can see and know who Beanie Ray is. My man Beanie Ray, I like to call him that because that's the old school name. That's how we know him.
For real.
That's how we know him.
Back in the days.
But Achille Brice is the how do you call it? The title.
Is the other name that nobody ever knew about,
Okay,
the real name.
That's the real. Okay, that's the real name itself.
That's the real name.
Beanie Ray was the one we.
Of course, back in the days, hitting the studios, doing our thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, Beanie Ray. Nobody really cared about.
The cat out of the bag. Don't worry, there's so much in store, guys. Don't go nowhere. We are watching the show reel of my man Achille Brice. Like some stuff that he has done. He just handpicked just a few so that you could feed yourself, feed your souls, and really know where he's coming from, see his angle, see movie, see entertainment from his point of view. Now, see it through the eyes of Achille Brice.
Grab your seatbelts. The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Commitment to listen indiscriminately and pilot the dreams of others is what marks true giants. Endowed with good governance, rapid services, and amazing customer care, you've made CCC PLC your leading microfinance institution.
Chaque homme rêve d'atteindre les sommets. Avec une connexion ultra rapide allant jusqu'à 2 mégabits par seconde, avec une capacité de prise en charge de plusieurs ordinateurs et un réseau qui s'étend sur 33 localités du pays, nous avons de quoi arriver partout où nos ambitions nous conduisent. C'est le choix du meilleur partenaire qui fait toute la différence. MTN Extra Surf Pro, Internet haut débit à partager.
I lack tears to express my need. I need effort to build my tears. Cry tears that tell how lost I am in this desert of necessity. You have spoken, have been speaking, words about hope and bright future. The painful sound of empty promises accompany these vacant eyes as I look around for what to bite and chew.
Ça make money.
No problem. You demand You demand
So I turned to my last alternative, the State University. It was a solution, but one with no clear direction.
For God's sake, not you again.
Not happy to see your neighbor? Well, I was just passing by and I saw your car and I thought I could ask you out for a drink. Well, that's if you'd like to.
Well, thanks. But as you can see, I'm very busy right now. So I might need some space, please.
Sitting all alone.
There is no way we'll tolerate an adventurer like you to come and destroy all what we have built in this city over the years.
I don't understand.
Yes, I don't expect you to understand.
I can see you are the problem in this city, and this city does not need tired old brains like yours. That is why I have come to take over.
Unbelievable! What is going on here? No, tell me to calm down. Nobody should tell me to calm down. What is going on? How big was that forest? Huh? How big was the forest that nobody, not even the entire village would have searched for my father? Or the wild beast that must have swallowed him? Tell me now how big that forest be there, Netu? What is all this? What is going on? I should just say, Netu.
Grab your seatbelts. The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah! And if you just tuning in, man, you're live on Loud and Proud. It's your boy Sparks, the virus. We here, Cmtv. We're giving it to you, bringing you entertainment in another way, another level. We're bringing to you those who have to say something. They have something to say as long as showbiz in this Cameroonian milieu is concerned. I'm talking to my man Achille Brice today, man. He is a super movie maker, editor and everything. Audiovisual specialist, and I don't know what more to say, but these guys, what you just watched, I'm afraid to say, but it's the tip of the iceberg. Everything you saw is Achille Brice. Everything you saw is Achille Brice. Everything. I said everything. I mean everything. So this dude has so many questions to answer today. So just sit back, relax, let him talk to you, let him make this a comfortable ride. Ebony.
Whatever.
It's good, right?
Good.
All right, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This it was so nice. I just saw some things in that show reel that sparked some stuff in me.
Yeah.
Your man Valerie
Nchifo
was here the other edition, talked a lot about his awards and things like that, and I know he mentioned you somewhere, coming in, giving him that platform and all that, and I mean, I just saw the movie, the trailer and everything there. So before we come to that, just keep it in mind. We're going to talk about it.
No problem.
All right, man. Before we come to that, what happened? Where did you come from to sit down and decide to do movie? I mean, I don't remember you, doing so much movie stuff back in the day, or you had this underground somewhere, or tell us from where did it come from?
Well,
how long ago?
Well, really, I don't know.
Seriously?
I don't know. I cannot say that I really meant it to be this way, but I think it was kind of like a gradual process. Okay. Back in the days, when we were doing what we were doing back in the days, and I think the other thing that I was trying to get kind of like lay my hands on was working on picture editing. I was doing a lot of slideshow for the family. I mean, it was all about fun.
Okay.
Trying to put things together, put pictures, play with it. And there is this other Cameroonian director who goes by the name of Nkwain.
Oh, director.
Yeah.
No,
so Nkwain met me once, and he was like, "We've heard a lot. You're doing picture editing. Can you do video editing?" And for 1 second, I thought like picture editing and video editing were kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, sure, I can do it." I was so confident about it.
Challenge.
And I took the challenge, and when all those digital files were brought to me, and there I was shocked. And I told him that, the PC is bad, come back in like a week time.
The hustle.
Come back in like a week time, and then let's see how we can figure this out. He was like, okay, he gave me that kind of a time space to kind of like get my stuff together. And I went on Google. I went on Google and I was looking for.
So that's where the education came from.
Yeah, I mean that's where the kick-off point started.
Okay.
I went on Google looking for softwares to edit videos.
Okay.
And back in those days, I stumbled on one software that goes by the name Power Director.
Okay.
And I downloaded that. I came back to the studio. Took like 4 days trying to master it because I knew in 1 week time there was going to be like Anthony coming back. Anthony with kind of looking hairy, a little bit scary. So I had to work hard. And when he came, we kind of like ingested the material, and we kind of like, he never realized that I was actually struggling with the stuff, but it kept on rolling, and there I was telling myself like, oh, this stuff looks easy,
They definitely couldn't notice because you already had a higher sense at that point because you had studied.
Yeah, maybe, let's say that, but never really like face to face with the software itself,
Already,
So I got that was done, and I met a friend who told me, you know, I've heard about professional softwares like Adobe Premiere,
okay,
and I don't think Power Director is the right thing for you to be using. So I was like, okay, that's another name that just popped up, and that was in 2003, by the way. That was my first gig in 2003. Whoa. That I did my first, and it was a feature film, Luxury by Nkwain. And after that, I dedicated myself to, like, the next year. I went completely into studying Adobe Premiere, you know, and something terrible happened along the way. I say something terrible because it's really terrible. I don't advise anybody to do that. You know, I was telling myself, lower seed, maybe I don't really need to. Maybe I don't really need to.
You were
focus
still in
too
high
much.
school.
Yeah, I was still in high school. Yeah. I told myself I don't need to focus in lower seed because okay, A-levels is at upper seed, so lower seed was a class for me to relax. So somehow, this is the bad part of it. Okay. I took part of my fees and I went to Douala, where some guys came to give information training on video editing. Okay. So I took the holidays there. Nobody ever understood in the house.
I don't think that's.
I mean, I'm saying this because I don't advise anybody to take school fees for something they are not sure of. Okay. You know, and I took the course, and I think that reshaped me. That gave me a sense of direction, and yeah, I think that is where actually I got into the whole stuff. And then just about some few years, another director comes in and said, "Oh, I heard you are the best." I don't remember I was the best. Wow. I heard you are the best, and I was telling myself that I've just done Luxury, and which is, my debut.
Maybe good, yeah.
And I was presented with the task of Leather Gangster, doing Leather Gangster.
Wow.
And from
the
there,
legendary Leather Gangster.
From there, I started mastering the software. I was blessed to do a lot of training out of the country for video editing.
Yeah, the travels. Yeah. We're going to come to that, so you can already.
No, I mean, after that, I did.
I remember we used to, back then you used to tell us how, you had it tough at home.
Yeah.
With you having to break classes or stuff like that just to study your editing. And I mean, how did you keep up with that? How did that come?
It wasn't easy because back in those days, nobody really understood what entertainment was. I mean, in the house. I mean, it's never really easy. I mean, up to date, when the child pops up and say that I want to get into entertainment, like, nobody really ever understand. I mean, entertainment always comes with kind of like a negative, like a negative perception over it. But I think nowadays my family is really, really extremely proud of me.
Yeah.
And
I can tell. I can bet.
But it wasn't easy. I had to fight with dad, fight with mom. I mean, it never comes easy. But in the end, they are the best people that are supporting me, like 100% in everything I do.
There with you every step of the way.
Everything I do.
Now that's my main Vinny. I mean, sorry, Achille Brice, still not going nowhere. People, we're still here for him to tell us more about himself. Moving from where he came up, where he started from, where it all started. Now we want to know about the travels. You mentioned the travels. You mentioned that you've been out there to study, to better your art, your works and everything. Man, from what we saw, that show reel, it's off the hook. You've worked with MTN, you've worked with most of these great guys out there. There's so much product that shows that people have confidence in you, they trust you. They've entrusted so much heavy load work into your hands. So how did the travels, where have you been, and how did these travels affect your work today?
You know, nowadays I think artists are more about trying to compete with each other. Really not paying so much attention or putting a lot of value into what they do. But it's all about trying to be better than the other artists. But I think back in those days, the idea about where that spirit of traveling came. I was discussing with one of a friend who is a director, Tatabo Rene.
Okay.
He told me about some training platforms out of the country for filmmakers. So I was like, but he told me back in those days, like, your CV is not already set for that kind of adventure. But I've always been that kind of person. I'm very determined. Anything I dream I want to get, I must make sure I get it. So when he told me that, I was like, okay. He said my show is not up to standard. Let me find out what are your requirements first before I say, okay, I can do it. And I went onto the website of the Durban International Film Festival.
That's in South Africa.
That is in South Africa.
Okay.
They are running a kind of like a talent campus program to train young filmmakers in various domains, acting, cinematography, etc. But I was more interested in post-production. I said, you know, you never know until you try, and there was really nothing like I had to pay some fee or whatever.
Yeah,
you just had to be lucky to be selected. I'm sure. So I said,
you to be sponsored and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, once you're selected, it's very tough in terms of selection.
Okay, that's where the problem is.
Yeah, that's where the problem is. But when you've been selected, they do every other thing for you.
Wow.
Like it's clean, you know.
You were blessed.
And yeah, I must say I was blessed. So I traveled to South Africa in 2008.
Okay.
And that was the start of the whole thing. I was invited as guest at the Durban International Film Festival, at the same time attending your talent campus, where I got quite some good knowledge into the whole thing. And I was like, okay, you know, getting to grab some new information and things like that.
Okay.
And there I met the director of the initiative. Actually, the initiative about Talent Campus is an initiative by the Berlin International Film Festival in Germany.
Okay.
So I met with the director, the lady whose concept is the Berlin, the Talent Campus stuff.
Okay.
I discussed with her one-on-one. She told me, but I can apply for the one in Germany for next year. I was still like, what do I have to lose? Let me just do a try. I mean, it's just about 5 minutes to fill up some forms, and then. So I did, and after South Africa, the very next year, I get to Germany.
Oh.
Selected again for a talent campus. And when I came back, 1 month after that, when I came back to Cameroon, I started receiving a lot of calls from Nigeria.
Okay.
I was invited to Nigeria to edit 3 feature films. So I did 3 feature films edited in Nigeria.
Wow.
Some guys from Ghana. Some guys from Ghana heard about me, so I did 2 feature films in Ghana. And I came back to Cameroon. I was given an artistic grant in Germany, a research artistic grant in Germany by the Academy Schloss Solitude in Stuttgart. I went there, it was for 8 months. I went there for 8 months.
8 long months.
Yeah. I mean, well, from what the director told me, it looks like I was their favorite candidate from Africa ever. You know,
like ever, like they've been having candidates from Africa.
Of course they've been having, but I don't know. Maybe we connected. Maybe we had.
Damn, man, you're good.
You know, and that is where my first ever feature film, like a director producer, was born. Obsession.
Oh, yeah, the same Obsession that took my man Chifo Valerie, and Ruth Quentin to London for the awards and all that. Was nominated. I was really acclaimed even back here in the country.
Yeah.
I mean. So that's how the story came about.
I mean, that's how the story went. And in Germany, having my program with the Academy Schloss Solitude, I did some additional courses with the University of Tübingen.
Okay.
Still there in Germany. And prior to my coming back to the country, the German Cultural Ministry, which is kind of like funding the program at the Academy Schloss Solitude, gave me an artistic grant, which means I could travel to Germany probably anytime. If there's a training, they are funding it anytime, whatever. Like right now, I probably have to be leaving for cinematography. Look, come on, I have the opportunity. I know, you know, I have the opportunity. So
when you have it, use it.
Use it. I mean, that's the best
that's what
thing.
builds you against tomorrow and all that.
Yeah, sure. So that's definitely what I'm doing. I'm just making use of it now.
Man, it sounds so good. It feels so good. Man, I'm so happy for you.
And, but I must be inspired. I think it's all about dedication.
Yeah.
It's all about passion. It's all about believing in what you do. And there's no one point that I stopped believing in what I do. You know, I've always been very pessimistic about what I do, very objective, and I mean, every day I keep on living it. You know, every day I keep on
focused, and
and having it done.
Hammering the nail in until it gets there.
Until
the coffin is sealed
tight. You need to be really patient about it. You need to be really patient about it.
And that's the thing, people. I mean, for you all out there watching, man, you heard the words of my man Achille Brice. You need to be patient. Sit back. Focus on, think of what you really want to achieve, what you really want to become, man. You put your energy into it. There's nothing in this life that you want to be or you want to do, and you put your time, your soul, your mind into it, your energy. You put God first and you don't achieve. there's nothing. Everything in this life, and nothing is impossible. You can take it firsthand from my man here, man. He's living his dreams. He's having a good time out here, out there, anywhere, and it's a lovely thing to have him here on Loud and Proud Live with your boy. And man, we're not going nowhere. We still got a lot for you on this plate, this beautiful plate. My man Achille is giving you, is serving it on a platter of gold, man. It's so wonderful to have you here, bro. And we'll be taking yet another video just to give you an insight of how it looked like out there, where his travels were. He moved around a little, traveled here and there, and he had to put some stuff on tape just so that he could come back, show a couple of people. No, some of you all sit back there and think that he's just babbling and saying things that are not real. Nah, they are real. They are so real. So they are on a tape. They are on video. They are here for you to watch right now. And man, let's have this.
The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was my first time yesterday to work with all the 3 cameras.
We are just surrounded by experts. You know, we want to get the more information as possible because it is something not really accessible to our locations or where I come from in Cameroon. So the opportunity when we meet an expert, we just have to like grab it.
Drop your seatbelts. The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yup, back with y'all, man. Right there, y'all were watching my man Achille Brice on his little trip, his little tours. No, he's been going around here and there, picking up knowledge, putting it together, and doing interesting stuff for your TV, for your screens. And man, before I continue, my man Beanie Ray is the artist, one of the artist names. I don't know. You understand, right? Yeah, forgive me, but Achille Brice is the title you'll be seeing on movies, on projects, and all that. And Achille Brice is the kind of guy who wants to put all he has into a product just so that you enjoy it, so that you love it. He doesn't reserve nothing. So much so that he started a house of his own. Houses even, but we're talking about one today. If he likes, we'll talk about the others, but I know of one. I'm talking about Binam Studios. Binam Studios. Who is Binam? What are Binam Studios?
I mean, first thing, he has been saying Beanie Ray all the time. Binam stands for Beanie Ray Arts and Multimedia Studio.
Cool.
You know, and I mean, it's all about creating a platform where young Cameroonians like myself will get together, share some ideas, and see how we can develop our industry. You know, we need to set a platform where we can use it as a not really like a training ground, but a workshop where we create, we produce, and we share contents out there. So Binam Studio is actually a production company where we do a lot of, I mean, some of the stuff you saw on the show reel, but usually in collaboration with other production companies. Because you know this is entertainment, and entertainment is never, you can never achieve it all alone. You need to depend on
this person brings this in, this person brings this in. You put the whole together.
So basically that's just a little brief about Binam Studios. It's just a platform where we come together, create, share, and bring our concept and content to our viewers.
Yep, and guys, just something out of the ordinary I just want to bring to the show. Back then, like I told you, I've known this guy for a while. You know, back then we we came together on so many platforms. One of these platforms was music. we came to some point, and I needed a video. You know, I've been going about, I've been looking for who could do a video for me. This guy just popped up from somewhere and said, from nowhere actually. It was somewhere, but it was nowhere to me because I didn't know where it came from. We're friends, but I didn't know that he had that in him. He just told me like, dude, I could do a video for you.
Yeah.
Come here. Let's see what happens,
Let's
man.
try
You're
something.
good. You're doing good. Your rap is good. Your stuff is good. But man, nobody knows your face. They need to know your face. Come here, let me give you a face. And he did give me a face. Back then, the video was banging to my track Next Generation, and I was so super grateful to this guy. I had to say it on TV. Man, thanks again. No,
XP the virus.
that was my first ever video song produced, and I'm still grateful, man. I still want to say thanks. You know.
No, you're welcome. And I must admit that I've heard a lot of talented upcoming artists.
Okay.
But you know, to be honest, Sparks the Virus remain one of my favorite rapper.
Come on.
One of my best guys.
Come on.
This guy is something else. Maybe I
trying
definitely
to-
have to start hosting the show to talk about.
This is not about me. It's about Bini Ray here. It's about Achille Brice, man. Leave Sparks the Virus out of this. I'm just
This
hosting
my
for
guy.
today, you know.
This my guy. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm honored.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so down to the music, Bini. Let's talk about music. Let's talk music.
Yeah, for real. It's okay.
He's he said audiovisual, right? He said audiovisual. It starts with audio,
Yeah.
meaning without the audio, the visual is just mumu.
Yeah.
Understand? So he himself has been doing a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of great stuff out there, music-wise, right?
Yeah, I mean, back in those days, I was trying.
So what happened to the music? Oh, where is the music? Let me put it this way.
I mean, the music is undergoing some kind of rehab. Rehab in the sense that back in those days, you know, we had a lot of talented and creative young individuals coming up with amazing styles, but you know, that platform, that exposure platform was really never there as it is like what is
today.
happening today.
Yeah.
So when I was being pulled into filmmaking, you know, at first I was always telling you like, I don't want to be into movies. I don't want to do movie things. I want to stay with music. But I realized that other entertainment part, that movie making was going to kind of like push me, kind of like project me a little bit really faster than music. So I said, okay, let me give it a try. You know, and over the years I've been working on film. You really heard me about on music. But usually back in the house, I've got kind of like an in-house indoor studio where, you know, I keep on trying to perfect. You know, it has become very challenging now to break through. So you always have to look at what you had back there, try to twist it, try to redesign it, try to redefine, try to give some kind of new life, give some kind of genre to your own art, like an artist. So, but for this year, definitely, we are working with the other guys at the Core Unit Group.
Okay.
We are working on a single for myself. Like, it feels like really crazy. It feels like really crazy.
I'm already feeling the crazy.
Yeah, but of course, you know, I always stick to the kind of music genre I like. You've always known me, R&B, soul, jazz.
Yeah.
So this music is all about blending soul and R&B, you know, back again together.
Okay.
So basically that was
the genre.
Yeah, that's the genre. Yeah, that's the genre.
Yeah, I remember. You know, you did a hook to. He did a hook to one of my songs. Rest Your Head. Yeah, he produced the track, did the hook to it, and. Man, that song is still loved by them ladies till date.
For real?
I'm serious, man. Guys still trip over it. They still ask me for a remake and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Maybe we've talked a lot. You guys might not be believing. You think I'm just hyping the dude for nothing. My man can sing, and we're gonna be giving you a little something just to know that he can sing. Man, have it on your screens, man. Bini Ray can sing.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
you won't remember me. Your face will be the reason I smile, but I will not see what I cannot have. I will always love you. I hope you feel the same. Whoa, play me for me, gave me so mad. Told me my affliction had to fill out my prescription for my remedy. Had to set you free, away from me to seek and leave. The way that love can be with you, I'm not the man. I had to leave, I had to live, I had to leave. And I can't have you, let love set you free to fly your pretty wings, pretty wings, pretty wings, your pretty wings, pretty wings around. Ooh, I came wrong, you were right. Transformed your love into light. Baby, believe me, I'm sorry I told you lies. I turned day into night, sleep till I die 1,000 times. I should show you the nights, the times, the days. Girl, I miss you more and more. And I can't have you, let love set you free to fly your pretty wings, oh pretty wings, pretty wings, pretty wings, pretty wings, oh whatever sessions you are.
Grab your seatbelts. The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep, man, that's wonderful, dude. You took my, I don't know, took me by surprise. I've known this dude for so long, and I don't believe what I just saw. If you don't know what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I didn't know he could sing so well.
Well, come on, we've been doing this thing back in the days.
He used to sing very well. but this was so well.
No, I mean, yeah.
You know, this is a cappella. In a way, doing it on the beat. We know how we do a mix and stuff, but this one was live, man, and was still so good.
You know, sometimes certain things inspire you to sing very good.
Okay.
So
okay,
back in those days, I was in one kind of a mood.
Yeah,
so,
okay, this was a different mood.
So that was probably a different mood, I guess.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
Yeah.
Yep. So my man Beanie, I mean, that was just a tip of the iceberg. From what he can do. Those are just covers of other songs. The stage performance was still a cover of full song.
That was a cover performance by the group Shy.
Shy, okay.
Shy, yeah, one of those old school 90s Broadway music,
wow.
you know.
No doubt the way he sounded was so soulful. It was the real deal.
And the first song, the first cover I was doing, kind of like was one of my favorite artists. Goes by the name of Maxwell.
Yes.
And that was one of the songs. Yeah, that was one of the songs in his recent album, the Black Summer's Night.
Black Summer's Night, yeah.
Entitled Pretty Wings. So I love that song.
Yeah, no, Pretty Wings was
a
troublemaker. It was a hit.
Yeah, I love that song.
No, that was great, man. That was great vocals, great everything. And coming to what he himself did. I mean, he has a song of his own, songs of his own, but we have just time enough to give you just one video because there's still so much to be said, so much to be done in this small little time that we have left. And still be mine, he has a feature his own favorite guy, Kelly B, on this one. Man, this one's a long way back, but it's still so good. You guys should have the video to Still Be Mine and feel what he does for himself personally. He did the video too, man.
I mean, that was the first time I'm going in front of a camera, like, you know, really singing.
Okay.
That video was like, is it 2009?
Boy, don't say the time.
Like,
just watch.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, don't kill the vibe.
No. Sorry, that was
watch.
It wasn't the intention, though.
The roof is about to blow. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Be my girl, be in a way. It's Achille Brice, Billy, Achille Brice. Say what? Say what? Yeah. Stick to this love that we share, leading through my heart. I love you and I like you. Yeah, come closer. You could be my queen, the one that I like, the one that desire. Description of our love, description of our talks. I want the world to talk about us. I'm giving this cause, don't be nervous. Do me this favor, yeah, that's what I came for. That's how I make love, yeah. Been away in the house. Come on, man, show me that girl is yours. Cause I see she's looking at you and smiling.
The air I breathe, the one I always dream of, the one I need. I can't live my life without you. You still be mine, my girl, my boo, my wife, my life. Oh my, you still be mine. Yeah.
Play it again, I like this beat. I wrote a love song, I'm singing for my queen. I love you and I like you. That's in the studio, they say they wanna see your face. Yeah. Let's take a picture. You're my mother, you're my sweetheart, like the notion of precaution. That's why through the vision of love, let's make things sweeter for us, yeah. And when we take those pictures, baby, all I want is, I like the studio too. Talk about it, I'm giving this cause, don't be nervous. Do me the favor, come closer, feel it through the soul. This music brings attraction, something like affection. It seems like we get into perfection, yeah. All I want is perfection, perfection,
The air I breathe, the one I always dream of, the one I need. I can't live my life without you. You still be mine, my girl, my boo, my wife, my life. Oh my, you still be mine. Yeah. Lead me young girl, if you like. Take my heart, my soul, and my
You still be mine. Just a little acapella, you know.
Always dream of the one I need.
Woo!
I can't live my life without you. You still be mine.
Still be mine.
Yeah, I'm loving that song.
Oh, great, so long, great feeling. So what year was that?
That was probably like 2007, 8.
Boy, that's about more than 6
Yeah,
years ago.
I think like 2007, 8.
Wow.
I mean,
And
after a long time in film, I came back and
you did this. Yeah, I know it's your relaxation moment.
Yeah,
you fall back to music. You do a little 1 and 2, and then.
I mean, it was. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to say this. Like, it's been 2 years I watched the video.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So you've been so busy, you don't even go back to watch your old stuff. And
yeah, so busy. Sometimes I ask myself, busy for what? But sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do.
Man.
So
yes.
it's all about trying to get my hands on things.
Which is so good, it's so great. And man, we're still saving the best for last, and don't go nowhere, don't touch that dial. We're still here, it's loud and proud with your boy Sparks, the virus, and my man Achille Brice, man. It's a lovely, lovely scenario out here. I'm loving what's happening in the studio. We're bringing this guy straight into your faces so he can tell you how he's been through, what he's been through, and how far he's going to go. From here, from now on, I know it's one of a kind stuff for you to realize that life changes so fast. From yesterday when you were still struggling to discover 1 or 2 things, and today you are the talk of the town, you're the talk of the nation. You're being called here and there for so many big projects and hooking you up to so many things, but there is still stuff in the pipelines, and I know you don't stop working. There's still things coming up and they go bigger and bigger every day. So there's this recent project he's just worked on, and I think it's okay for us to give the viewers a sneak peek, right? Of your recent project, the latest of your stuff.
Yeah, it was a short film.
It's a short film, right?
Yeah, a short film.
Okay, yes, you give us a little talk about that, but let's have this sneak peek into the short film. That's the latest of his projects. Something that means you need to weigh the weight of his hand now, how it feels, where he's been. Is just resulting to this, and it's just a short film, but you're going to have just a trailer, right?
No. This is just like the behind the scenes, the scenes of
how it went down,
what was happening on location, how it went down.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just in slides, you know.
No, but that's what the viewers like to see, you know.
Sure, just
I believe that's what you guys love to see and know how the real thing goes down, how it's done.
Yeah.
It's just for you in a minute. I thought I told y'all this guy is so action-packed. We might just have to increase the show to 3 hours just to give y'all who he really is. But since that's not possible, we're giving you just a tip of the iceberg. The rest is underwater.
You know, sometimes we enjoy the suspense. So
yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Now that comes from an audiovisual specialist.
I mean, everything is just about thinking film, you know. So we love giving suspense.
That's good.
Get a little bit of the tip, and then yeah, that's what trailers are for. So.
What's the title of this one? Is it Fake?
Fake, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And say it's a short.
Yeah, it's a short.
Okay.
I mean,
what part did you play? Just editor or?
I'm co-producer and I'm the director of the project.
Okay, you directed the project.
I have my very good friend who entrusted me on the project. We had Carl Safida who came up with the story and the script. We have the author Eok as the producer.
My man.
And author Eok hired me on the gig to become the director. And I saw the project, loved it, so I got into co-producing. And yeah, that's a piece.
And talking about you directing, which project is that you've really directed?
I think I've edited quite a lot of movies.
Yeah.
But there is just one movie. I mean, there is one short and one feature. But let's talk about the future.
Yeah.
The only feature movie that I have been as director, producer, and writer is Obsession.
Okay.
The movie Obsession.
That's one of a kind, and sorry, but I think we should have had the trailer to Obsession just to thrill the people with it, but sorry we couldn't have it. I mean, the last edition I was here with your man Chiambah Valerie. Yeah, he couldn't talk anything much more than Obsession, man. It's like Obsession. He was obsessed with Obsession.
Yeah, I mean,
it was one hell of a movie. He told me about the travels, going to London because of Obsession, being one of the most challenging movies so far that he has really worked on and things like that. So I believe it was really a challenge for you. I achieving that project, bringing it together.
Yeah, I think before even getting to the point of finalizing the movie Obsession, Chiambah Valerie was the guy who were kind of like working hand in hand on the project. So Chiambah Valerie had the script to Obsession like more than a year before we started shooting.
That's just to tell you how challenging it had to be.
So he was a very good friend of mine, and I was like, this is not because you're my friend, but it's because I want you to give me the best, So we had to cue him, direct him, and I mean the guy was so good about it. But I want to clear out one point here. A lot of people have been asking us, like, they've heard a lot about Obsession, but they've never seen Obsession.
Like it's not been released, like theaters and all that.
Yeah, I want not really, like, in Cameroon a lot of people do the movies and they do a premiere, a launch, to sell the CDs.
Okay.
But the Obsession, I just want to make it clear for a lot of viewers that are expecting Obsession. Obsession was never meant to be a commercial release film. Obsession was designed by the cast and crew as a project that we wanted to try ourselves in various fields, because 70% of Obsession was shot on green screen, like never in real locations.
Okay, to generate computer images.
Yeah, generated computer images, and we were just trying to prove a point and to set a kind of standard for ourselves out of the country.
For other things.
Yeah, so and Obsession played a lot on that. Obsession gave us more than what we expected from the film.
Obsession.
So I mean, but definitely Obsession got picked up recently by Code West Audiovisual, and Code West usually sell content to CRTV, and so maybe now Obsession is going to play anytime, but I don't have creative control.
But before then, man, problem solved. We can have the trailer to Obsession on your screens, like in a bit, so you can know what we're talking about, man. Obsession, just for you.
Well, I was just passing by. Hey, Tom.
For God's sake, not you again.
Not happy to see your neighbor? Well, I was just passing by and I saw your car, and I thought I could ask you out for a drink. Well, that's if you'd like to.
Well, thanks. But as you can see, I'm very busy right now. So I might need some space, please.
Sitting all alone in a car, doing nothing, looking cute. Well, if that's your idea of busy, then
okay. I've been through a lot, yes. but that should not be any of your business, okay?
Sure. Like hitting walls and shouting at night?
I told you not to get any closer. No, I want you.
Yep, just a point of correction. You're having an excerpt to the movie Obsession, not the trailer, and you guys don't worry about that, man. Obsession will be coming to your screens in a bit. You know, if we are here at Cmtv, we're gonna get it. We're gonna bring it to you. You're gonna watch Obsession one way or the other. My man Beanie, you guys to know something, man. You don't come to Loud and Proud and leave without giving a shout out. But before you give your shout out, you have to, give a small word of advice, man. Briefly give a word of advice to these young up and comers. They're out there doing so many doing the wrong thing here, man. Just throw a word out there. I said briefly.
Yeah. I mean,
I know you have so much to say.
Briefly, I would say, first of all, try to identify what you think you are good at, and once you get that, it's all about being dedicated. You need to be passionate about what you want. You know,
that's what's up.
Very focused. People will always tell you things you are good, you are not good, and things like that. Never give up on your dream.
Never.
Hit it hard. Be focused.
While
and please exercise a lot of patience, because patience was the key for my success.
Coming from my man, Achille Brice.
You can do it. Like, people shouldn't tell you can't do it. You can do it. Just be focused. Fight for it. Because that's what you want to become.
Stay on point. Man, give them a shout out and tell them to keep watching Loud and Proud, man. I mean, I know you love the show, so.
For real, this is Achille Brice live at the Cmtv on the program Loud and Proud. And stay tuned to the show, because this is where you get the realest information about what is happening to the entertainment scene in Khmer. I mean, this is 100% Khmer stuff. So, this is Loud and Proud. Stay tuned.
This is Loud and Proud, man. 100% Khmer, green, red, yellow written all over it. I'm with my man Achille Brice, man. He's been so wonderful, so spectacular, and man, I don't feel like leaving this place. I just want to sit with this dude for the rest of the night, talking to you. But we can't cut all your time like that, man. We promised you 1 hour, and we took the 1 hour already, bro. So we might just have to sign out from the studios from here, but we still save the best for last. I told you this guy did a video for me, and to one of my songs, you know what I'm saying? And there's no way I could not hold it back. I just had to show you guys the video. From my looks in the video, from the way things are in the video, you can tell how old this video is. But don't judge, you know what I'm saying? Just pick out the fun part of it, and know that that was when we were still putting so much together to get to where we are.
That was when people really never even cared about
entertainment, really music, movie, or whatever.
I mean, we're just having fun. You know, we're just having fun.
So this might be bye for us from the studio. Thank you, Achille, for honoring our invitation. Thank you so much, and thanks to everybody who sat back home there and watched us. This has been Loud and Proud, man. My guest was Achille Brice, movie maker, audiovisual specialist, and I am Sparks the Virus. I've been your host for the night, and I told you we saved the best for last, so watch that video to Next Generation by my man Achille Brice and me. Gotta love it.
By Sparks the Virus.
Peace.
Peace out.
Thanks, man.
Make something out of nothing. Fuck the national cake. Keep generating and celebrating. Okay, we can still party despite the state of the nation. We the next generation join the celebration. Even with a hats I worn, that'll be the die for the next generation join the celebration. Hey, shawty, why you keep acting all naughty? We the next generation join the celebration. Now for the love for a brother, let's play fair. Trying to see what your hands out. Put them in the air. The next generation that we're celebrating that. Keep your head. By the state of the nation. We the next generation join the celebration. Even with a hats I worn, that'll be the die for the next generation join the celebration. Hey, shawty, why you keep acting all naughty? We the next generation join the celebration. Now for the love for a brother, let's play fair. Trying to see what your hands out. Put them in the air. The next generation that we're celebrating that. Keep your heads up and please celebrate with your hats. There's nothing to celebrate about. You kidding me? You the reason why this nigga's on a killing spree. The world is in your hands, you can make the change. You can change your plans, you can change the ends. From fighting to rule to fighting to school we. Stop trying to fool we, but from the